everyone, it is again 24K Lorcana here. It is 24K Hector bringing you guys a deck profile. Finally, it's been a while since I brought you guys a deck profile from myself. Even the last deck profile that you guys seen a few videos back, I think like what? It was like maybe a month ago. It was not even from me. It was the Christmas video and I had someone feature that. So it is good to finally bring you guys my own deck profile of what I've been cooking for this new set. And it's definitely interesting take. It is definitely not a unique take. As you guys know, I do like to sprinkle a little spiciness to it, but with reason, right? I do like to make sure that there is a good theory or there is a good reasoning of why I play certain cards. Make it make sense, right? Make sure that it's competitive. As you guys know, this is honestly, I mean, I played Yu-Gi-Oh, but this is the one card game that I'm like pretty competitive in. I'd like to make sure that my videos and my decks that I post on here are pretty solid, pretty good. Now, with that being said, before I show you guys this deck profile, remember, things can change. Just because this is good right now does not mean this deck is going to be good a week or two from now. As you guys know, Lorcana is consistently changing. But right now, with how popular aggro is, everyone just wants to try aggro and everyone wants to play lower to the ground. I think this deck, even like, is very mid-rangey, but it also, it's really good and can keep up with that hyper aggro deck. Now, if you're gonna make your deck better into hyper aggro, something's got to give, right? So yes, this deck is a little bit worse into, let's say, things like red blue. It is a little bit worse into blue steel. Still has pretty good solid matchup, but I'm saying it's a little bit worse. Before, those were great matchups. Now they're decent, they're solid matchups, but you're kind of still purple, red, ruby, amethyst, a well-rounded all-around deck. So with that being said, let's get to the deck profile. There's 3 cards that I wanted to mention that are like memorable mentions, and 2 of them I would play in this deck, but I currently don't have them, but I'll kind of get into it as we go into the deck profile. Let's go ahead and show you guys what we've been cooking with ruby amethyst. Alrighty, I hope you guys can see through there, right? I hope it's good. There it is. All right, guys. So the first cards that I want to give to you is going to be good old Rafiki. So we are playing Rafiki again. He is a challenger. He is a 1-drop. He is a good solid 1-drop. He is a 0-2 challenger. Challenger +3. He's going to be really good into this format. He's going to help out take a lot of the aggro decks out. He's able to probably going to be able to trade twice, and then there's actually going to be ways that we're going to be able to boost this guy up and make sure that he handles the daisy. So good card. We're going to play 4 Rafikis. We're going to play 2 Chernabog followers. Hopefully you guys can see through there the cards that I'm listing, but we're going to play 2 Chernabog followers. The Chernabog followers is another great card that can be used still in the mirror to just quest and draw out, but it's also 2 strength, so it still gives that little bit of nice value trade if they want to run into it, or if you absolutely have to, if you can boost this card up and make this even stronger. But even a 2 strength against aggro is pretty solid. So those are gonna be the just 6 1-drops that we're playing for like the regular curve, right? And then we are playing 2 Cogsworth, so in total we're playing 8 1-drops, but he's more of a tech card, so he's not necessarily going to be ever played on turn 1. You can, obviously, we do have other, like let's say you don't open up a 1-drop, you could definitely open up this and then open up a card that we're going to talk about to later on. But we play 2 Cogsworth. This is really good. When you play this character, you're able to make any of your characters rush. So hopefully he doesn't know glare. Sorry, there's a glare, guys. I'm still getting, let me see. Hold on. Let's see, is that better? That's probably not even better, huh? Hopefully he's better, guys. I'm sorry if I'm trying to figure this lighting out. Like I said, I'm new to this one right here. But yeah. We're playing the Cogsworth. When you play this character, you're able to make a character gain rush. So you're able to, on turn 2, if you open this and then later on you draw this, you can literally go Rafiki, play Cogsworth and make Rafiki gain rush. There's a lot of other characters obviously in your deck that you can make gain rush, but this is a really good tech card, and I feel like it's definitely going to be useful, not only in curve on turn 2 or 3 or 4, but also in the later games, or when you want to keep drawing cards with purple and you have multiple cards and you're able to drop this with another character. It's really, really strong. So we play 2 Cogsworth. We are playing 3 Chromicons. It's going to be 2 Ruby and 1 Amethyst. So it's going to be the Ruby Amethyst Chromicons, as you guys can see there. Yes, these are very, very good cards. We're going to definitely play 3 of them. The Ruby Chromicon is you tap this and you gain any character's gain 1 strength. So it's like a Lumiere. But it's an item, so it's still really good. I actually chose this over Hypnotic Strength. I'm gonna tell you guys why I'm not playing this card. I do like this card a lot. I know it replaces itself, but after it replaces itself, Challenger +2, that's it. That's all it did. It's not gonna do that again until you draw another one, or you're getting back in your deck some way, somehow. And I know you're not playing Magic Broom. So this is an item that consistently, every turn, you're gonna tap and gain a character strength. Every turn in the mirror, you're gonna gain a lot of value. You're gonna be able to gain a lot of value to just being able to change the math, change the numbers, and being able to keep your opponent on the edge of just trying to figure out how they're gonna resolve this. Purple Red's still struggling with items, as you guys know, so this is definitely still an annoying card for them to deal in the mirror. But also, there's still going to be more applications of why you play this card. But we said being able to boost up a Rafiki, being able to boost up any of your other characters. If you go Rafiki plus Ruby Chromicon, that is still gonna out you the Daisy. But you also can do Ruby Chromicon with the Maui, and now that's going to be able to out you a castle, right? So before we were able to play the Hercules for the 7 strength, well, now you don't even need Hercules because you could just play your Inkable Maui and then have Ruby Chromicon boosted up. There's a lot of other cards and some spicy cards that this works with, and I'm going to show you guys what those are. But 2 Ruby Chromicon and 1 Amethyst Chromicon, however you say this. You tap, and me and my opponent both get to draw a card. I know what you're thinking. That's so bad. Why do I want my opponent drawing a card? You are the control of this card. You get to decide when both players draw. If you're ever activating this, it's because you don't care that your opponent is drawing a card. If you're ever activating this, is because you need a dig. If you're ever activating this, is because you're in need of a top deck or you need a specific card at the moment. Or you're so ahead of the game that you just want to like put cherry on top and like they can draw a card and I'm going to just draw a card to finish, keep playing what I need to play. Or let's say you're ever stuck on the ink. You can use this card to draw a card and now it gets you out of the uninkable situations. This is a very good card. You don't have to use it every turn. You don't go crazy. You can, if you trust your deck that you're playing better cards than your opponent, you can definitely just keep doing this every turn and we're both going to get to draw and screw it, right? Let's see who wins. But you can be more smart and technical about it, and you get to pick specific scenarios of when to draw the card. It's okay if your opponent draws a card, because if you're ever activating this, is because you're going to get the most benefit than they are. So we play 1 of that. And now I'm going to want to get you guys into the Madam Mim package. We are playing 4 snakes, 4 foxes. And I do want to fit in the elephant, guys. There's a new card, the elephant. I am not playing it in this build. It is it's just, well, first of all, I'm still trying to get my hands on it. I would play 1 to 2 copies and maybe cut a snake. And if I can play like maybe an extra, that way it gives me more ways to bounce. That would be perfect, great. But I don't have those copies with me, so I decided to make a build with what I have. I do still, obviously you play 8. The snake is also cheaper for the bounce, and there's a specific reasons why I kind of want a cheaper bounce for this build. I want to show you guys later why, but definitely bringing a 3/7 body in the elephant and being able to move those damage counters back to your opponent is really strong. So another route that you guys can definitely go is play 4 foxes, 2 snake, 2 elephant, or 3 snake, 1 elephant, or 3 snake, and 2 elephant. I want to give you guys the ratios of the options that you guys can do that I think will be really good. So that would be, I think, would be a strong play. But for now, we are definitely going to do 4 snake and 4 foxes for Madam Mim lineup. Now, what are we bouncing with this bad boys? Well, I mean, first of all, we can bounce Cogsworth, by the way. Being able to bounce Cogsworth and then make a character rush again is pretty strong. But most of the times we are going to be bouncing a Merlin goat. Or we're going to be bouncing Merlin rabbit. So that's another card that we can be bouncing there. Hopefully the glare is not bad. Yeah. Yes, you're just seeing me peep through the camera. That's so funny. But yes, we playing 3 goats. We're playing 4 rabbit, and we are playing our 4th goat, Super Goof. Why am I still playing Super Goof? Well, I am going to play, if I played it last set, I'm definitely going to play it this set now. Why? It is because I am playing Ruby Chromicon, so I am able to consistently, well, I'm playing 1-up, right? So not consistently, but I am able to boost this Goofy to a 3. So that is really good, but I am also playing Crab now. So Crab can boost up my Goofy and making Goofy very, very powerful, very, very strong. As you guys can know, I'm still able to gain the 2 lore by swinging with this, and I'm still able to bounce, and then I can play it again and then be able to gain the 2 lore again. So it's still a very similar play like Goat, but it has other applications because I am playing Crab and because I am playing the Ruby Chromicon. So that is another reasons why I'm even, honestly guys, I'm even tempted to go like 2 Goat, and then like play 2 Super Goof. But I'm kind of testing this 3-1 now, the way I had it. But it is stronger now because I am playing the Crab and I am playing this Ruby Chromicon to being able to boost that Goofy up. Those are my bounce, my Merlins. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about bouncing Rabbit and bouncing Crab. But I do want to talk about Crab. Being able to boost up the... like if you only open up the Cogsworth and you play that on turn 1, being able to boost him up, being able to boost the Rafiki up, being able to boost honestly any of your rush characters up is pretty strong. And it's also just really strong to being able to being able to boost up the Maui. That's what I was looking for. I'm like, where's the Maui? I haven't shown it yet. But being able to boost up the Maui, right? To get rid of those like super strong, crazy cards. So 1 Crab, use it wisely. Don't just ink this card. Be kind of smart and wise with what you ink. You only need 1 if you know your ratios, if you know your ink patterns. If you're not just, oh, I don't need this right now, I'm gonna ink it. No, that's not how those things works. You gotta remember you're playing 1 copy. So you can play around it and be very precise on how you use this. I am playing 4 Brawls. I'm not going to talk about what Brawl does. You kind of out the Diablos. You kind of out Flynn's. You kind of out Daisy's. Daisy, Flynn, and Diablos. I don't know. If you can think of other cards, then sure, do that. Ariels. There's specific reasons. Evasives. Why you play 4 Brawl. I am playing 3 Sisu. Now, I am not playing the Flynn Rider. Why... Hector, are you not playing Flynn Rider? Okay. I am being kind of the control player in this game. I am not the aggro player. I am taking this deck for the aggro decks, for the lower ceiling decks. Also, the people want to are playing, Blue Steel's playing Argies. A lot of people are playing cards, strong cards. Blue Red is playing the Gaston. Strong cards for the Daisy. Therefore, my Flynn got worse. Because also in the mirror, there's also things like Rafiki and stuff like that. My Flynn got worse. Sisu is just a very powerful card of its own. You also want to have a solid, strong 3-drop. And on the play, this card is very, very strong. So you want to have a very, very good presence on board. Also, this also can stop your opponent's Flynns if they would decide to go that route and put them kind of on check with that. So I am playing 3 Sisu. This can also sing, obviously, friends on the other side. You probably don't, though. You probably want to just kind of get your lore off with Sisu, but you can if you want to, right? We're going to play Friends on the other side. I do not play Maleficent. I playing the Amethyst Chromicon. I'm playing the Friends on the other side, and I'm playing 4 rabbits, and I believe that is all I need to play for my draw engine. And I think that's really all you need. I think it's solid. I think it's strong. This is the best card in the game. So 4 Friends on the other side. Draw 2 cards. Now, here we go, boys. What are we playing? We are playing the Gym Hawk 2. Move to that thing. So we are going to play 2 library. We are going to play 4 castles. This is the lineup we're going to go with, boys. We are going to go 2 Gym Hawkins, 2 library. I got 1 foil, by the way. And 4 castle. So that is where we're going to go with. Whenever a character is banished while here, you may draw a card. So your Gym Hawkins moving into the library, automatic value. Your Gym Hawkins moving into the Queen's Castle, automatic value. Another reason why we want to kind of play the Madam Mim snake and kind of keep it like lower is because you're able to have spare ink to move characters here. This is a great reason to play Cogsworth, Chernabog, Rafiki, and kind of keep some lower cost characters so you can easily move them to the library. We're going to play 6 locations, and then we are going to play the Gym Hawk Tua to ease and make that strategy even stronger. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do there. Definitely can still go fast against the red blue matchups. If you're able to just drop the one, like kind of go on curve and then just drop a turn 3. Like turn 3, you can go like library right. Then turn 4, you can play like a go. And then turn 5, you can go Gym Hawkins, play castle, move. It's kind of like just wraps. Very strong plays that you can do. And if you want to play the aggro route, it allows you now easier access to go to that route with the library and be able to knock out double location. So it's very strong. That is the Gym Hawk tool package. And then we are going to go for Maui. My boy's still not getting power creep. My boy's still keeping it strong since chapter 1. 6-5. If you have Chromicon, is it going to be a 7? Is it going to be able to out the castles in the mirror? It's able to add a lot of things with 7 if you have the Ruby Chromicon. But 6-5 is still very powerful, still very good, still inkable, still can sing Friends on the other side, still strong. Also, cannot get checked by Pete. So, good solid card. We are going to then go 1 Tremaine. Yes, we are playing Tremaine now. I am playing 1 because I do not want to play Be King Undisputed in this format. I don't think this is the format for it. It is a little bit of a wide format, but it is also a little bit of an action hate format. So we're going to go with a 1 Lady Tremaine, and we are going to go with the trio of Madam Mim, Medusa. Able to out so many good characters. Self-explanatory if you played Purple Red before. If you haven't, you got hit with one of these. You know what this does. Good cards. You're going to play 3, Be Prepared. Like I said, I think it's a little bit of an action hate right now with a P. I'm kind of playing it safe. I'm doing 3. I think if you're very smart, honestly, you only need 3. Your build now is very control from turn 1, right? You're starting off straight control with Rafiki. So you're actually very rare going to allow them to go wide. So 3, Be Prepared is kind of just there to kind of do the location and protect your locations and keep you prepping, etc. But 3, Be Prepared. Our teeth and ambitions are bared. And I am playing 2 spicy techs. This could be whatever you want from your end. I'm playing Mulan. And I'm playing Cogsworth. We got a combo. Triple shot. I'm playing Mulan. I'm playing Crab. I'm playing Ruby Chromicon. We got a combo. Even if you don't get the value of when it's played, you have other access to make this card strong and being able to deliver the triple shot. So you're either going to do triple shot on play with the Cogsworth, or you're going to Ruby Chromicon and Crab on the following turn. They don't know, especially if these are not even on play yet and you catch your opponent off guard when this is already on play, you can completely shatter boards with this. There's another way to keep aggro on check. There's another way to keep purple steel with the Pete deck or whatever on check. Anything, anytime you're able to just triple shot for 3, 4, 5, or the on play, just triple shot is really, really powerful. We are going to do one Mulan. And we are, as you guys can see, going to do the good old Maximus. This was a kind of last minute addition. I actually had 2 Mulans, but you know, we're going to keep it tag. We're going to keep it spicy. This is a very strong card, as you guys don't know. At the end of the turn, if you have a character play with 5 strength or more, you gain 2 lore at the end of the turn. So you play this, and this starts that turn. So whenever you're playing this, you're already guaranteed 2 lore off the bat, because you're only going to play this when you have that access, right? And if you have a character with strength 10 or more, you gain 5 lore instead. That's probably never gonna come up. But the fact that your Ruby Chromicon can boost up some of your characters. Jim Hawkins is a 4. Now he's a 5. Trigger. Madam Medusa is a 4. Now he's a 5. Trigger. There's going to be a lot of ways to be able to... Maui's on board. You play this. Trigger. There's going to be a lot of interesting good ways to be able to trigger the Ruby Chromicon with the build that we got going on. There's a lot of 4 strength characters, but because we are playing these 2 cards, this card gets even better, and you're playing 2 copies of this. So this is actually going to be this is actually going to come up more than you guys think. If you have a Fox, Chromicon boost, gain 2 lore. This is going to be a very strong way to replace Flynn, but still being able to play a lot of control cards and being able to be fast and be very productive while doing so. So I hope you guys like those spicy tags. I hope you guys like this deck. I love bringing this spicy decks and just interesting. I don't know. I like this deck. It's fun. You guys know Ruby Amethyst from the get-go. And yeah, Blue Steel is gonna come next. But I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys share with a friend and subscribe, guys, because we only need 50 more for that 500 mark. So we're gonna get to the 500 subscribers, and make sure you guys keep watching that video, because I didn't think my videos were gonna get to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 views. So it's very awesome to see. Thank you guys so much, and I can't wait to be back in Cali and playing with you guys all later.